ready to embrace the magical side of life, where anything is possible and the infinite is accessible to all? Let's have a conscious conversation about what's going on in the world, in your life, and your relationship from the expanded perspective of your soul. The path to awareness begins and ends in the heart. So let's take it there, one step at a time, and learn to cultivate magic in your life every single day. In each episode, we share a collective space in which we discover the unique facets of our own magic and embody our superhuman qualities by humbly exploring how it's super simply to be human. Hosts Kai and Dell co-create a magical experience to remind you that you are magical as fuck. Now, be unleashed. This is our daily magic.
No.
Oh, I thought like, let me set this random alarm. That'd be kind of cool. Like a pleasant surprise. Set alarm. So I just watched my wife do an Iron Man thing when she was just talking to her phone or talking to her watch. Sync up, 6:55 alarm. Hello, people. Hello, magical beings. How are you? Welcome to another episode of our Daily Magic Podcast. Today, we don't have a guest except for you.
And you.
And you. It was funny. Who was just talking about it? Because I'm listening to Joe Budden's recent podcast episode, and he was saying on it, he's like, normally we have the board things on the board for what we're going to talk about for the episode. And what happened last episode was Melissa Ford wasn't there. She said she's not here, so we're just gonna nothing on the board. We're just gonna freestyle and just go. It's a pretty good episode so far. The episode before, and when I sent you the sent you the preview for that movie coming out, The Blackening.
Mm-hmm.
So Joe Budden actually did a podcast blackening conversation, or not a conversation, a game. So he was asking questions, like black questions and stuff, but like the opposite, because he's like, yeah, we're going to do it similar to the game. So then one of the hosts, Ice, was like, does that mean, are we going to die or something? He's like, we can make it that way if you want to. But what he actually did was whoever won the most, he Venmo or whatever, Cash App, whatever app he used, he actually sent them $2,500. Nice. That was pretty cool.
Who won?
Ice. He was answering a lot of questions like quickly. The questions were multiple choice, but then he was getting them before like the choices came out. A lot of them.
Nice.
That's pretty cool though. Unless you know how, as certain whatever culture you come up with, you're not the only one. There's like some common theme things that happen.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty funny. Like one of them that struck out was the thing like, you better be back home before the lights turn on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So pretty much the equivalent to that is being home before dark,
mm-hmm.
type of thing.
Did you have that growing up?
Of course. That's why I said to Jaden, I'm like, you got more freedom than I had at that age.
There was something that you wanted to talk about today.
There's always stuff we want to talk about, but
is it gone?
Not really. It's not something presidents to talk about. We could talk about what's happening in the present moment. So I don't know who else is on the East Coast right now, but currently there is smoke from Canada coming down here, and It went all the way down to Florida. I was just talking to Jeff in Virginia, and it wasn't bad where he was at.
Hmm.
But yeah, over here, like yesterday, I don't know if you saw it outside. Like when I went to do CrossFit, out of nowhere, just like it looked like eerie. It looked like for me, I was like, it looks like how if I were to come here to like work out at 5 o'clock in the morning type of thing.
Hmm.
Well, it was like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It was interesting. They said air quality's getting better, but it's still like, yeah,
It's definitely a lot better than it was yesterday. Like it smelled like barbecue outside for
that,
like 3 days.
that was Tuesday too.
Yeah.
You didn't see I saw this. I'm like, yo, whoever the marketing person is for this game, it was like there's no other perfect way to market a game. I want to show it to our audience as well, real quick. How can we show it to the audience? How could we show it to the audience? Is there a way to show it to the audience?
How? Through what?
If I find a photo, is there a way I can send it or something? So we can put it on the screen so they can actually see it.
A photo. Send it to me in 1 second.
Okay. That's what I was trying to figure out. But like you're gonna see it too, and like you're like, yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Context, what were you doing when you discovered this?
The same thing I do every time, Pinky. Try to take over the world. But really, I was on Twitter.
Okay.
But I was like, yo, that is crazy. And like I was just talking about this as well, about taking what was happening, whatever way you choose to take it. So obviously this is going to spark some stuff out there. Probably dead as well, but it helps to keep a story narrative going. Look at this in New York. It's like I'm like, wow, like really. But you have to see what the sign says. Which it was like, yo, you can't make that up. That was like pretty cool.
Let's see. Did not download.
Dun, 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 dun. You see it, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, how could you like plan the synchronistic odds for that happening in that way?
What the heck?
Is it in pictures, documents?
No. It just disappeared. Maybe it doesn't want to be seen.
Oh man. Oh man.
That's funny.
It was like right there, and it's like, hello, I'm out.
What?
Right click it, hit save as, so you can see exactly where it's going to be at.
I know where it's going to be at.
This PC downloads. There
it's
you go.
there already, but it's not showing up.
Let's try it again.
Oh my goodness.
Let's try this again.
Oh, it has to be a PDF.
Oh, okay.
What other way can this be done?
Share screen, just open it up. There we go. So, for those of you here, a little quick context before we get into it. Over here, we're in a tri-state area. So in New York, New York, New Jersey. We're in New Jersey, and there's a smoke coming from Canada. Is it sharing now? So this is the sign That happened in New York a couple of days ago. Right where the right when this smoke thing that's happening in New York started happening. So like you can't plan this happening. I'm like, whoever the marketing person was for this game to like get the ad out there at that time, they couldn't have like predicted it to be like that when it came out. So they like, I would love to be a fly in a room in that room. It's like, this is genius. Like, how can you get that photo and then this is going on in the sky right when this game came out? Like you you can't like plan that. Do you see that?
The orange sky.
It's synchronistic. That's all I can say. It's synchronistic how that transpired at the time that it did. That's crazy, right?
Have you ever played the game?
No. But when I saw that, I'm like, oh, that's interesting.
That is interesting and genius.
Yeah. Yeah.
Marketing.
I know, but like, how can you plan that type of thing to go down when you're promoting it? Like, you didn't have that. The person, or maybe they did. I don't know. Maybe they conjured it up. It's all right. So we're gonna have a circle together, and we're gonna make the scene look like perfect for this game. But I was outside. I was like, it reminded me of like I was saying it to Jeff today. I was like, it reminded me of like the apocalypse movies. You know, like when like after like the nuclear blast happened or something, and was walking around. There's just smoke and yellow skies and stuff.
Yeah.
So I was playing around like it was part of like apocalypse. I was walking around. So it's cool. So obviously this is happening. People have their own different theories first. Some people like, nah, that's not true. It's not Canada. It's not from Canada because closer to Canada is pretty clear there. And I'm like, well, common sense for me. And this is like just like thinking about anything else. So let's say there's a flood happening. A flood starts in one area, and then that flood migrates to another area with that flood. What happens to the water in the area where the flood started? It's probably less water there because that water flood or that water moved. So I'm like, maybe the smoke it looks less over there because the smoke went all the way down to was it bottom of the East Coast and stuff. But then some people feel like, oh, there's chemicals and stuff going on in there. And one person's like, this is how the zombie apocalypse starts.
Where are you reading all of these comments and stuff?
Twitter.
Oh, Lord.
I get my news from Twitter.
Because if they say it on Twitter, it must be true, right?
Yeah, that's like what Jada thinks about TikTok.
Example?
I forgot which thing he said to me. I'm like, no, it's not true. It was something like crazy. Like he was like, is this happening? And he said something. I'm like, why? And he said, I was like, where'd you hear it from? He said, this guy on TikTok said. I said, well, there's this thing called clickbait. And when people share stuff in a way to grab the attention of people, it was like the people who, what was they doing? They were saying like rest in peace to the celebrities who were still alive type of thing to get attention. They one of them did say rest in peace Tina Turner. Then.
Interesting.
Very, very.
I mean, you wonder, like, what is true and what's not, and then underneath that, what is truth?
Sounds like the do you see?
Question.
I'm seeing the connection. It's like slow.
Is it? Did you check your phone? So like with the sign for the Diablo game, which is pretty cool, right? They've got the perfect setting for something like that. You also said that you got a call or a message from someone about detoxing.
Oh, the person who, oh, or maybe it's part of our joint email. Yes, we have a joint email. Like the couples who have the joint Facebook account because one of them cheated on the other one, so now they have a Facebook joint account so they can like stalk the other one, make sure they're not doing anything. But then they find out this guy has another one called Bob Smith or something. But in our joint account, somebody sent something about like what's going on here, but then it was mentioning different stuff to do, like vitamin C, detoxing, and stuff like that. But then one of the things they put on there, I was like, oh, that's what I do. There's a sauna. Sauna is definitely beneficial for that. So I actually went to the sauna earlier this morning. I felt the need to just go in there. I was having a headache going on a little bit, and then felt a little tired. Still feel a little tired too. So I went in there, felt better from there. Also got to hydrate. That's another thing I realized. But really, the workout yesterday was daunting. I love how this is starting to happen though. The snake. I think there's a funny thing with my arm veins. I always laughed at that. So when they're really visible, they become more visible. So I have this one that goes like this, and then this one just goes straight down, and then like that. Just shows that each arm is different, but yet it's similar. But they also say like sometimes like arms are longer than the other. One arm is longer than the other one.
True. Legs too.
So.
Yeah, veins are definitely different. Oh my gosh, my hand still hurts from getting the IV in my hand as opposed to my arm.
Heck yeah.
That's crazy. Different sensitivities. So you got the message like, hey, it's probably a good idea to detox right now, and you're like, okay, going to the sauna.
I was already doing it. It was just another, was it? Confirmation of the benefits of doing something like that.
And I also read that the sauna is not good for everybody.
What classifies not good for everybody?
So when a person is in the midst of something like pneumonia, or they have fluid in their lungs, the sauna is actually not a good idea. It says that it causes something called mucus plugs, which are harder to heal than just dealing with like a moist environment, to clear up the breathing and the lung conditions. So if someone that has like some kind of like condition or like lung issue or extra mucus, then the steam room is much better. And then the sauna can be used after the condition is cured or healed. And then it would be beneficial again for prevention.
One they have steam rooms. I don't know if they even have that available. I'm gonna Google it. I was thinking aromatherapy infused steam rooms. So you put the oil, mix the oil with the water that comes in there, and it's like lavender, eucalyptus, doTERRA.
So I guess you've never been to the Russian bathhouse.
So that's what they have in there.
They have eucalyptus leaves.
See, I'm talking about oil infused steam rooms.
And if they don't exist, are you going to make them?
I'm not the one to make it. Oh, they do have it. Then they got Euro Spa aromatic pure eucalyptus oil shower mist and steam room spray. Can you put oil in the steam room? Some essential oils are popular for use in the steam room. That's pretty cool. That's really cool.
Different things, find out what you
Sorry.
need when you need it.
Well, that's usually when we find something out when we need it. Or it's like when you get an injury and you just realize how much you use that thing.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, I was talking about shoulder injury. When you have a shoulder injury, you start to become very aware of how much you actually use your shoulder for things. So when it's normal, you really don't know. Or like when I sprain an ankle or jam a finger or things like that, injuries, and then you become aware that, oh my God, I use this for so many different stuff. Even the back, when the back issues will happen, how many times I'm using my back for things.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll feel it. Oh, ooh. Even the simplest things that I would take for granted become a challenge, like sitting on the toilet or things like that. Sitting up, driving, sitting as well.
Mm-hmm. How is your back these days?
It's better. I need to put more conscious, or no, I need to. I could put more conscious attention into it. I am doing stuff for it though. I am giving it conscious attention. So like for before even coming on here, I was doing the windshield thing. So I've been doing the windshield wipers for the past couple of days.
Mm-hmm.
From that TikTok video I told you when the guy said do this every day, and it'll help you loosen your hips up and stuff like that. So I've been doing it every day since then, and it's been helpful. And my back was really sore on Tuesday because on Monday we did the overhead squats and the front squats and what else? Running. So like with the run as well, like my back was like, oh, like so I had to stretch and then run. But when I started doing the windshield thing, I found about it that day, and I started doing it since then. It's been feeling better. But also I'm doing stuff to strengthen things around it.
Mm-hmm.
Doing the steam room, I stretch in the stretch in the sauna.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm doing things for it.
Cool. You got your own little Bikram yoga room.
Big room. Don't put me in that category with him.
You used to do Bikram yoga.
Where? Oh yeah, the place in Randolph was Bikram, right?
Yeah.
That's crazy. With Dottie D.
We also did it in Parsippany once too. Like Inner Spirit or whatever on Route 10.
She bought the yoga pants, right?
Mm-hmm.
Remember that?
Yeah. That was fun. A fun experiment in retail.
I remember that. Yeah, well, you had like leggings for days, different types of leggings.
Yeah. Yeah. It feels good to focus on one thing and see what happens.
Yeah. That's where I'm at. Focusing on this one thing.
Conscious attention, right? That works on brands too. When we've got a lot of things going on, how much attention are you really giving the one thing that you care about?
Well, if you care about a lot of things,
Then you got a lot of attention to give.
I just want to be on service, which is pretty cool. That people, it's like a genie thing. People, it's pretty funny. People were looking for stuff. So, like, for example, I came across a person who follows me on, or a person who follows me on TikTok. They came on one of my lives, and they shared how they're a traveling nurse and been looking for nursing opportunities. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. So then today, somebody I follow posted how they're looking for a hospice nurse, a hospice full-time nurse. So I asked them, hey, would you be open to relocating somewhere or working somewhere? And so waiting for a response. They just want to know like what's the area and things like that. So I gave a little bit of information, but connecting. But then also what happened today was somebody I know was looking to do some admin things potentially at office because there was a former manager somewhere, but they wanted to get a remote opportunity to do this stuff while they're at home. So I asked them, I said, "Oh, I'm still waiting for a response." But I thought it was, oh wait, one of my clients actually has a business for this. So I wonder if she was be looking for somebody. So connecting, it's pretty cool. No agenda, but this is like what Steve Hardison was talking about, just being in a moment, no expectations, and then how things just happen. Miraculous things happen. So it's pretty cool.
Got it. It sounds like you're on brand. The connector is connecting.
Am I about to have this powerful session in about an hour? Let me see what the time is. I found out was actually cool. I did a lot of stuff. So I did some admin things now. So I'm like, I've been saying a long time, I said, I want to keep track of all my clients with their, how many hours they have left and stuff like that. So I actually created a spreadsheet today. So now I got a spreadsheet so I know for each one.
Look at you.
So doing stuff. So I did my own admin stuff.
Oh, that's nice.
Got a call back from my alma mater. We got some stuff in the pipeline.
Yeah.
We're just talking about stuff, but it's pretty cool.
Okay. Good.
It's moving.
So not only are you serving others, you're serving yourself.
Yeah. But I have this idea. That's the next action I want to take. Because so many people, I see so many times, they mentioned that to us, there's so many people online right now currently doing layoffs. So I feel like there's like an opportunity. Like, what if like you actually can use this opportunity to create create that passion thing you've been holding back to do? So that type of thing.
Got it.
It's actually a great opportunity for a brand person. Help them create their own brand. So maybe there's something in there for the layoff thing, which you can get the additional 100-something people that you're looking for. Because, like, truth be told, I'm sure a lot of people got laid off for a job that they hate, but they feel like they need it to make money. So what if they can actually turn their brand into a profit? From brand to profit, B&P. Want to go B to P? What's that? Boo boo to pee pee?
Oh my gosh. Please, Facebook, do not ban us.
Oh yeah, we're on her account. You remember that time when your account when the thing happened?
Yes.
And it was like identity crisis for you?
Identity crisis?
Yeah.
It was just messed up. That's what it was.
No, I felt so like for me, I had that a little bit with my TikTok account when I got the warning before when I was talking about puberty, and then I got the one. I was like, what happens if this gets shut down? Because I see so many people they're like, people only have like 10,000 followers. Like, yeah, I got banned. I got banned at 500,000. It's like any moment, it's like they can freaking Thanos your account. Like, so I'm like, yo, listen, like, I'm like, yo, TikTok, I'm improving lives on here. I didn't even find the person who's in charge of TikTok. I'm like, listen, take a look at my account. I'm changing lives here, and I feel like it's something we can do together. Because I want to know, like, how's these other people get on the mental health awareness thing? Like, you see how I'm improving people's mental health right now. Is that who? I'm the we. Oh, you're the we guy. Can you imagine? The we. Do that thing. Like, we. No, that's not. That's not. Do the we thing. Do the we thing.
Right. Yeah. How do you leverage going viral? How have you leveraged going viral?
Well, that's what my publicist is supposed to help me out with. I don't have one.
How have you leveraged going viral?
It went viral again, type of thing. The
Mm-hmm.
thing about it is like, how does one leverage it? I reach out to people. Hey, such and such. I'm the weed guy.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, I do this. I mean, source definitely put it on there, the
Yeah.
follow thing.
Uh-huh.
So if I reach out to them, by the way, I also offer this
Yeah.
type of thing. Good. Good. It's also interesting as well because I was just having a conversation about this too. I was like, I'm in a space that's beyond the race. I get what they're doing as well, of healing the community type of thing, but I'm here for healing the freaking planet,
Mm-hmm.
healing souls type of thing. So I get it, I do get it, but then also I'm inclusive as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a EOH, equal opportunist healer.
Mm-hmm.
That was interesting because I was talking about this. I was talking about this with a business client, and the business client was talking about how they want to. Their one of their missions is to make an impact in the Black community.
Mm-hmm.
So, business wise as well, they want to do business mostly with Black people. I'm like, why?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, like, I hear where you're coming from, but you're like shorting yourself on abundance around you, universal abundance, see financial abundance and stuff. But then also, I'm like, at the end of the day, green is green. So what if like, why do you want to deal with these people? And come to find out, it's like an alignment thing. But they also had a fear based upon conditioning
Mm-hmm.
of the other race. And I shared my story. I said, for me personally, I believe that, and I know it, not everyone's the same, depending on whatever it may be.
Mm-hmm.
Beliefs, gender, race, all these temporary stuff out there. Not everyone's the same, but obviously each one has those type of people that you are believing that they're all the same. But then also there's people who aren't that same as well.
Mm-hmm.
And this is universally everything, but it's easy with the mind to assume that everyone's the same based upon my experience. So you see it a lot with relationship. Oh, I had all these horrible relationship experience. So all men are this, all women are this, based upon my experience. I love when I hear that because when someone says that, and then I'm like, I got a question for you, and they're like, yeah, sure, ask it. And then this is like when I really get them like in there. So I ask them like, have you met every single person in the world? Have you met 8 billion people in the world? Have you? No. And they say no. Okay, so what you're saying is not true because you haven't met everyone.
Mm.
But what is true is based upon your experience, is what you believe it. But obviously, also, I'm a firm believer in what I speak, I believe I create. So you're going to create that. But it's also interesting because what the universe does is it'll bring people in your life, and these people are going to mirror your beliefs, and they may have a completely different intention, but then your mind will assume they're doing it because of this. The universe really is like, I'm trying to help you to heal this so you actually can get what you want. But then you're going to create the reality of this is true. And then eventually the person actually does it. And they're like, I knew it. I knew it all along. I knew it. It's sort of like the universe saying, are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure you want this? Are you positive you want this? Okay. Oh, nice. Beautiful. So, one of our former guests on here recently, Ari, somebody commented on her post like, "Oh wow, like I love their podcast." One of my coaches and mentors, or one of my coach mentors, is actually on their show. I was like, "Oh, interesting." So I replied from her to the really, who's that guest? And she said, "Sandy." I said,
Oh yeah.
Beautiful soul.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's cool. This is why I also just love doing this for the souls we connect with, the message we get out there for different people and things like that. But even just moments like this when we can just reflect and just talk and flow. But even from this, it was like really good content and great messaging, stuff like that. We didn't make the announcement for this week either. So I don't think if we have a guest or don't have a guest next week, I'm going to create an event for it to get more people in here, get engagement and stuff, but also don't really need it either. But it's cool to have it.
True.
What about when go in the back of the piano? Peaches, 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 peaches. Yeah.
That was a good movie. That was a good
Speak about good movies. Whatchamacallit came out today.
What?
Transformers.
What? Why are we not booked to go see it?
Well, I have a coaching client. You're talking about, hey, want to go to Benihana's tonight? So did you schedule Benihana's?
Yeah.
Okay then.
There's tomorrow. There's the weekend.
The Weeknd is every day because the Weeknd's a singer. Do you know the Weeknd's actually changing he's going to his name?
Really? What's his name?
I think it's Abel something.
Abel?
I think so. Hold on. This is what I love. And for everyone out there, here's a learning lesson for you. I share this with my audience all the time. Be grateful that you have this thing in front of you, this cell phone. So many people try to demonize it. Oh, it's bad and all this other stuff. And yeah, obviously people have evil intentions with it, but also the great intentions. Like when I want to know something about something I want to know about, I can take an action on here to actually learn about it. So you think about that when you have this idea for what you want to create, or maybe you have this passion you want to do, but then the part that comes up is, oh, I don't know how to do it. And then you stop yourself from actually doing something. So another way of doing this, and this is just one-on-one action taken for you to be committed to an outcome. You can say, I don't know how to do this yet, but I have this freaking device, Google, in which you can Google all this different stuff. Because usually what happens on here, if you haven't noticed, is usually the question you have, somebody else already had that question and they already got the answer. So you can actually see an answer for the question you have in somebody else's flavor. And then you can ask yourself, how can I apply that into my own flavor? Ta-da! I get it now because like my wife's been doing it so masterfully when she reverse engineers stuff. She's a hacker too. See, I'm telling you, people will come for you now.
Hey.
You tell the audience how you almost got sued by Oprah?
Oh my goodness. It's one way to get in touch with her.
Oh yeah. She's letting you know, like, she pretty much did the meme, fuck around and find out. So what was that about? Oh, the Weeknd's real name. Weeknd's real. Yeah, I was right. Wow, it's an interesting name. Abel Makonnen Tesfaye. It's like I'm doing a Harry Potter spell. I just open up oh man, can you imagine like all the smoke comes down now? It's like, or like the Evil Dead Rise, like how would that prick me though? Can you imagine?
Oh my gosh.
A break and it goes right here. Touch that clock and you may never come back.
Moral of the story, we're gonna see the movie.
What movie?
Oh my goodness.
What, Transformer?
Yeah.
Oh. You'll see when we see it. There's something else coming out. Yeah, there's something else coming out that I was thinking about.
I guess that will remain unknown what that is.
What is?
We're like, oh, I was thinking about something else. Silence.
That's what usually happens. Then the train comes back. Oh, that's another thing I was thinking about. So Have you ever like forgot somebody's name?
Mm-hmm.
And when you forgot the person's name, did you ask them for the name again?
You're asking me to generalize for every time that's ever happened?
No, just like when you like in your journey of that. And I'm going to share my journey of that as well.
Okay, share your journey.
Okay. So for me, I used to be very afraid of asking somebody for the name that I forgot.
Why?
Because I felt like the way they're going to perceive me, like, oh, how come you forgot my name? I'm not that important to you. So I was caring about their opinion of me asking for it.
Mm-hmm.
So what I would do is I would wait for somebody else to say their name.
Yeah.
So I'm carrying the conversation, but I don't say their name yet.
Uh-huh.
And then what happens sometimes somebody else say their name and I caught it. Okay, there's their name. Yeah. So then after I leave them, then I say their name. Oh yeah, nice to meet you, Jim. Or nice to see you again, Jim. Hey, Carl, that is. Hey, how's it going? So like even like now, somebody, hey, bro, what's up? Because like, you know,
bro.
But like, what I did was because that fear of that, I started leaning into it.
Mm-hmm.
So a couple of times now, I just asked, like, I forgot your name. Can you tell me your name again?
Mm-hmm.
So like, it's pretty cool because I actually get to hear people's names again and stuff like that, and then I remember.
Got it. How do you feel when someone forgets your name?
I don't care. Cool.
Interesting, but you felt some kind of way when you forgot their name.
Before I did, felt some way, but now, okay, it happens.
Mm-hmm.
You know how much information you get? You know how many names you see during the day? You literally meet somebody new every single day.
Are you?
Yes.
Who'd you meet today?
On social media.
Oh, social media.
I meet someone new. I meet somebody new every single day.
Okay.
From the memes that I share and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
There's always somebody new that, oh, it's a new person. I wish there was a way I just keep the tally for all the people I've met in the world so far.
Yeah.
But I can't. Because this is...
It used to be part of my job. I was required to meet 3 new people every day.
That's actually a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
What job was that?
Publicist.
That's good because like the networking thing, you never know who you can connect to, but also that's also a great way of getting into places of connections. A person can introduce you to somebody,
mm-hmm.
as opposed to having to like give the cold approach to it.
Yeah. Yeah. Social media is a great way to do that. You can meet people by reading about them too.
Mm-hmm.
Reading books, reading articles.
Mm-hmm. Peaches, 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 peaches. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm debating whether I'm going to walk tomorrow.
It is tomorrow, Friday. Why wouldn't you?
Because
what?
The air quality. Oh, it went down again. Now it's unhealthy for sensitive groups.
Whatever that means.
I'm highly sensitive.
HSP.
I'm an empath. I'm an empath and I attract narcissists.
Good job keeping a straight face.
No, it's a different nature. I mean, I was having a conversation about beliefs
mm-hmm.
and how we believe. We all have our beliefs. And it's another conversation I was talking to Jeff about today.
Mm-hmm.
We're just sharing about beliefs, but then also like you have the right to believe you want to believe. And I was sharing a story with him like yesterday. Remember when I was about to respond to that post, and then I checked with myself, what was my intention to respond with it, and I didn't respond to it. I just let it go and stuff. And it's talking about beliefs. Like, yeah, you have the right to believe you want to believe. I have the right to believe I want to believe. And then what Jeff was saying, like the issue that comes up for him is when somebody tries to like either degrade his beliefs or they try to spew their beliefs onto him. That's the period. And he's like, well, hold a second, type of thing. And for me, it's in that realm, because I get it numerous times of people trying to speed up beliefs on me. I said, well, thank you for your perspective. So I said.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm in a space. I have nothing to prove in regards to my belief. I'm just being it. My being is the pudding. It's the proof in the pudding.
Mm-hmm. Belief is just a thought that you think over and over and over again.
Pretty much. It's like the not enough thing. Keep believing you're not enough, then you're gonna believe you're not enough. You're gonna start being not enough.
AKA duty head.
What's duty head?
It's just like calling somebody a duty head. You're not enough. It doesn't really mean anything. Except for the meaning you give it.
Like any words.
That's right.
But even for that, the not enough thing, if you really sat with it, you realize that you just took that belief on because you were not, we wasn't enough for somebody else. And from that, you start taking on a belief of not being enough and the repetition of it, duty head, like you said, type of thing. But then from that awareness, you can say, oh, I wasn't enough for that person, but can I be enough for me? Be interesting. What if I became enough for myself and not be dependent on others to be enough? What if I can cultivate that with myself? What if I could be enough for that part of me that feels not enough? Curious cat question. I said that to somebody. I said, is that why you asked that question? Because I'm a curious cat. And then it was like, yeah, you know what they said, what happens to curiosity to the cat? Curiosity killed the cat. I said, yeah, I'm a curious cat with infinite lives. Caught it. Or did I?
Or did you? You are a cat.
Hopper's like sneezing. I was like, you alright? It's like it was like he sneezed on my leg. I'm like, hey yo. But it sounds like he's okay now. He was just chilling. But also, he's like, you know what time it is. So I sit down. He's went right on his throne and sat there and looked at me.
My goodness.
He's fun to play with. Like when I play with him at the door.
And what do you do?
You know what he does with his little paw.
Oh.
His paw's so cute. It's pink on it, little pink, white, orange paw. You can see underneath there, like. Well, it's funny. He used the bathroom this morning. And he came out like, I was like, yo, sir.
I should find a toy where I could do that with you. Just dangle something in front of your face and see if you hit it.
That's what she said.
Mm-hmm.
We'll try that right now. I need energy for the coaching. I need energy to coach. Never mind.
Oh my goodness. This is a coaching, not a boxing match.
It can turn a boxing match.
With one fighter?
No. It's in the battlefield of love. Remember songs? Oh, did I tell you for my birthday when I did my live on my birthday? I did a playlist of 1985 just to see like what songs are popping in 1985. There's a lot of good songs then.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, it's like it's definitely different energy then. Wasn't like how it is now. People being so codependent on stuff and just keep talking about the pain that they're dealing with and not doing anything about it. Just want to keep talking about it over and over again. Well, it's what works here. That's what the genre is. I want to talk about what's going on with me and do nothing about it.
Mm-hmm.
My stomach agrees.
Got it.
Sounds like the creaking door.
2.5 hours until Benihana.
Dang, son. That's about to tear me up.
Is it?
This is you taking me on a birthday date?
Mm-hmm.
I like to be wine and dine.
That's nice.
Dang, shut down. Where the heck did this come from?
I don't know. That's pretty cool, right?
Oh, did you find it?
I don't know. Could be one of mine. Could not be. You make it disappear?
I try to get the delay in it. It's like, oh, if I delay it, then it's just gonna maybe it'll go fast forward. But then right there is like, nah.
Almost.
I tried.
Are you noticing any themes among the content that you've been posting these days recently?
I get inspired to do them. So like today, I did a personal one again about was it being or feeling enough, and then also what's the other thing? I forgot it now because like it just flowed through me. Enough and so I gotta pull it up now. What I'm doing differently now is so my long videos I make a short out of it and I put it on TikTok. So I put for I say you matter infinitely and you are enough infinitely. So I did something about that.
What's the you matter about?
About you matter. Like you matter in this present moment.
How do you matter infinitely?
Because you infinitely exist in this present moment.
Interesting.
Yeah, people are loving it though. What I've been doing is I create the long content on TikTok and then I make a minute snippet shorts on YouTube.
Oh. Got it. You could be somebody's social media coach.
Think so?
Yeah.
Well, this client wants to build their TikTok, so I want to create that, create the possibilities and stuff.
Yeah. Amazing. If someone was looking to build their TikTok, what is the top 3 things that you would advise them to do?
Be vulnerable.
That's number 1.
Be you. Well, it's the same thing. Be vulnerable, be you. And also, like the same thing, do what inspires you from other people in your own flavor. But the world is your oyster. You'd be amazed. When I ask the universe for a message, the universe gives me messages like in abundance. So I may go on Twitter and I see like this cool, like, oh, that's really good to like expand on and stuff like that in my own flavor. So these different stuff.
Okay.
Sometimes something's happened in the present moment I share in the present moment. So I just do different stuff like that. And also do spontaneous stuff like when I went frolicking went viral. So also see what's working in the audience in your realm. Also things that are working in your flavor too. So for me, yeah, I help people. Also I have fun. So I do crazy stuff like that, crazy fun stuff. That's who I am. So with me being who I am, there's not one other creator out there that's doing what I'm doing because I'm being who I am. Like today in the live and support, I was talking about wrestling. We were like, because I actually did a live I did a live with my belt because I haven't had this belt around me in a while.
Mm-hmm.
So I did my video today with the belt, and I did the live with the belt, and people was asking about the belt, and I shared a story about the belt and stuff like that, and then was talking about wrestling. That's when I came back in here because one person wanted to see my DX shirt because I was sharing like, I was actually wanted that shirt in middle school, but the shirt got banned. I got told no because on the back it says "suck it" on it, or 2 words "suck it."
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, you know what? I became an adult. I'm getting myself that. So then I got it for myself, the "suck it." I still want to get the Stone Cold shirt with the middle finger on it too. Like, really, I'm giving myself the stuff that I wanted as a child and never got. But also, I'm okay that I didn't get it at that time because I can actually do it for myself now.
Mm-hmm. Got it.
Giddy got it good.
So today you're talking about wrestling.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's the thing about it as well, and this is a helpful thing for anyone out there with your business or whatever like that. Business, your offering, whatever your passion is. It's so easy to feel like, oh man, I gotta stay in this lane and like say it, and I gotta speak from whatever my offering is and stuff like that. And you'd be amazed when you actually just allow yourself to be you, how naturally, organically it'll flow to actually being able to have that conversation about what you do.
Mm-hmm.
Because as you actually are able to connect with somebody like authentically, you can see some stuff that, oh, I actually can help them out with that type of thing. So you can actually invite them to doing that. So for me, talking about what I just naturally love, wrestling, football, things like that, I can connect with those people who actually love football and stuff like that. But then also, maybe they're dealing with struggle in their life. Maybe something's going on with their relationship. Maybe something's going on with their career. Maybe they're just feeling like crap about themselves. And I can let them know, hey, yeah, I actually help support people around that. We love some support, so I can do something like that organically.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Yeah. So it's like thinking outside the finite box and being infinite, being who you are, type of thing. So whatever it is your passion is, you can go there and connect with people, and maybe you hear somebody who's looking for what you're doing. Maybe you walk into a business, connect with somebody, and you actually, oh, I actually can help this person with something.
Mm-hmm.
You see something there, then you can offer some feedback for them.
Yeah.
The world is your oyster.
Smashing Pumpkins say the world is a vampire.
That's funny.
And with that, thank you for tuning in to our magical moment filled with lots of magical nuggets. And until next week, he's not even here. Stay magical.
Stays magical.
You've been listening to our Daily Magic Podcast with Kai and Dell. Please like, subscribe, and tune in next week for another magical episode. Visit www.ourdailymagic.com for more. Thank you for listening and have a magical day.